Hey everybody, welcome to Board Game Heaven. In this episode I'm going to do an unboxing of Mythic Battles Pantheon Pandora's box, which is the Kickstarter exclusive box which has all the extra stretch goals that we got during the Kickstarter for the base game. And we also got this free expansion called Atlas, which is one of the Titans. And I also bought the extra play board. So I'm going to open all these up and show you what's inside. Right, I'll start with the Thermopylae Battlefield and Poseidon Sea map. So that's this one. It's just another one of those double-sided maps that we also had in the base game, but it's a separate map that you can buy. And I think actually it was, no, I'm not sure if it was Kickstarter exclusive, but I just got it anyway, because an extra board is always nice to have some variation. So there is something in the middle here. So yeah, some setups for your skirmishes. Let's just look at that later. I'll just unfold this first. So this is basically just a huge sea that you can use with the Poseidon expansion. So yeah, there's not much to see here, just water. And the other side features the Thermopylae battlefield, which is also pretty nice. It's a battlefield. There's a lot of dead bodies over here and some raised areas. There's a cliff on the right side. So you also get these setups here for 2, 3, and 4 players in French and English, and it has some explanation over here about the rules that you can use while playing this board. So that's the extra map. Let us continue with the Atlas expansion that we got as an exclusive with the game for backing. Let's see, it opens on the side, right? So here he is, the Titan Atlas. And it's just a miniature, well, just a miniature, might be an understatement, but he doesn't have any cards or dashboards, at least no. Nope, it's just a miniature, but he is huge. Holy moly, he is huge. He's gigantic, and he's angry. He wants revenge on the gods for making him carry the burden of the entire world on his shoulders. And he is still chained. He has 4 arms, and he has this, well, this net on his back with these chains. So that is a very cool looking, huge, well, bigature. I wouldn't call it a miniature anymore. Very nice, very detailed. You can see the veins on his muscles. So there he is, Atlas. On to the main box here, Pandora's box. Just as big as the base game, almost as heavy as the base game, still quite heavy. Some cool artwork on the front there, more artwork on the back, and again, English and French description of the game, of the contents of the box, and they are also listed over here. So let's open it up. Okay, so first thing we notice is this cool dice bag. We get a nice cloth Mythic Battles Pantheon dice bag. It's printed on here, so that's also pretty cool. It's a rather big bag. Okay, So there's that. More models, more miniatures, more cards. So let's see. We have French cards. I'll just leave this in the shrink as this is the same pack and this is English. So I'm going to put these away. And here are the rules. Oh, here are the cards for Atlas. They could have put those in with the box, but since they're all Kickstarter exclusive, only backers got them anyway, so you got both. And you can get this in retail stores. So yeah, they might as well. I mean, probably saves them a lot of trouble putting it all together. So let's start with these. Huge pack of cards. So we have optional rules here. We have some short codes for everything that you will find and all the expansions, the core box, Pandora's box, all the expansions, and there are so many. And well, so they're probably going to use these codes in the rule or in the cards. So we have additional cards here for Ares, Athena, Hades, Zeus, Aphrodite, Apollo, Artemis, Hecate, Helios, Hermes, Pan, very cool, Persephone, Hera. I'm not going to remember all those names. I know them from Greek mythology, but I just don't know them well enough that I know them all by heart. So if I'm going through the minis and I forget a name, please forgive me. Hephaestus, Poseidon, Aphrodite, again in the Paolo Parenti version, Atlas, Kronos, Gaia, that's also pretty cool, and Enceladus, not to be confused with enchiladas, Typhon, Heracles, Achilles, Leonidas, Odysseus, Atalanta, Aegisthus. There were lots of additional characters unlocked during the Kickstarter. Bellerophon on Pegasus, Cecrops, Circe, Echo, Eurytion, whatever, Eurytos, Hector, Hippolyta, Icarus with the wings, Jason and the Argonauts, Marsyas, Medea, Orpheus, Sisyphus, Andromeda, Antaeus. Yeah, the U is kind of an ally combined. Periphetes, Theseus, a veteran Heracles, a veteran Achilles, oh boy, Chiron, Perseus, Circe, a different art, Autolycus, I guess, Eurystheus, Pandora, Agamemnon, Ajax, Diomedes, Paris, Penthesilea, some of these guys have such difficult names, Rhadamanthus, yeah, I'll just say Acus, or Aeacus, Oedipus, Hydra, Cerberus, the Minotaur, Medusa, Arachne, Campi, she looks like a half scorpion person, a Colchidian dragon, Dragon of Thebes, Echidna, Steno the Gorgon, Grey, Old Hags, Griffin, Lycaon, or Lycan, because he's a werewolf, and the Nemean Lion, Orion, Phoenix, Python, Titius, Scylla, Charybdis, Polyphemus. Man, there are so many. You know, this game actually will help you gain an interest in Greek mythology and learn all the names, if nothing else. Ladon, Geryon, well, you know what? this is taking so long. I'm just gonna quickly go through these because, wow, so many. We're gonna see the miniatures anyway, and that's a lot cooler than the cards, although they have some very, very nice artwork, I have to say. So more cards. Let's see what we have here. So more of these guys. I'll just take a bit because they are so slippery. Atlas cards, Aphrodite, Apollo, Artemis, Hecate, Helios again with the artwork all over the card. So plenty of those. Echo. Very nice. So we have those, and it goes on. Hector, Hippolyta, Icarus, not well, etc., etc., etc. Arachne. Some very cool hybrid people, monsters. So yeah, I'm quite curious to see all those minis. So let's just quickly go through these so we can move on to the minis. You all want to see that. Alright, there's another deck in here. I'm just gonna take this out first. There's just so... Oh, fortunately, this is just a little tug box. So, more cards of these with the stats on the side. Well, we've seen that. I'll just leave those for now. And we have some extra cards here. Special rules. So this is just one pack, so I'm guessing French and English together. I'm just gonna skip them for now. And see if I can open this. Is this taped? Yes, this is taped. How many times is this taped? Another tape here. All right. Gosh, on the side as well. All right. Whew. So, plenty of interesting minis here. So here's the... And they're all held in place well too, so that's good. Keeps them from flying around. Here's a griffin. Gryffindor. Which is pretty nice and rather big, I might say. So yeah, the griffin. Now I can hopefully take out that one. Move. That's really tight in there, so yeah, there we go. It's the scorpion woman. Very cool, very detailed, very pointy. All the detail on the carapace is here, everywhere. Coming at you with her claws. So that's very, very nice, very cool. So we have that one. We have another bird here, and another one here. I'm kind of figuring out how to take these out. So this is Pegasus with the guy riding him. Very nice. So interesting minis, also big. And oh man, these are really a little bit too tight, I think, in here, because I'm almost afraid to take them out. I have a mind to just show you them like this. Well, maybe I can bend the plastic a bit. Okay, without breaking it. So this looks like a phoenix with his flaming wings, flaming feathers. Very cool. Up in the air. They used his tail to make it look like he's flying. And there's a guy here, huge giant with a big club pointing at his next victim. You're next. So yep, that's him. This is the Lycan, I guess. Yeah, he's some skulls around his neck. Lots of detail in the fur, howling at the moon. There are 3 regular wolves here. And they're jumping at you. This stance kind of reminds me of the old Hero Quest wolves. There was an expansion, the Elf Quest pack, that had wolves as well. And they had the exact same stance, leaping like this. Of course, these are a lot more detailed. So cool. And there are 2 of these hounds, I think. Yeah, pretty big. So they're, you know, as tall as a human figure. Well, maybe a little bit smaller, but still very large hounds. There, okay. So that's that tray. Now there is a huge box of minis here, which I'll put to the side for now, because in here we have more of these dashboards. So one for Atlas. We have some cards here for Conan. So we have Corinthian skeletons, so you can use those in Conan as well. That's pretty cool. So French and an English version. And then Atlas and Titius, or Titius. More of these, which I again have to get out like that. So 4 boards with all these dashboards. So, because there's just so many extra minis. So you get a lot of extra gameplay, a lot of extra options, as you can see. And they're, again, double-sided with the French version on the back and the English version on the front. There you go, and all these monsters. Very cool. So 4 of those. Now onto the minis. Oh boy. Let's see if I can open this easily. Not so easily. I'll just try this side then. All right. Ooh, tension rises. Anticipation. Wow. There you go. Wow. A lot of stuff. So, first we have a nice protective top tray. So, here are some extra gods. Yeah, I'm not going to bother trying to remember all their names. So I'm just going to show you all the detail on these. Look at the quiver here. So yeah, cool. Another one with a big crown. And here is Aphrodite. All right. Here is one of those snake men. Like that. We have those old hags, these old creepy looking women. 3 on 1 base. Very nice. We have this, was that Hecate? I'm not sure again. Snake person with big horns casting flames from her hands. Very nice. Next, we have this huge snake over here. I mean, imagine finding a snake like this. It is huge. And it also has some, I don't know if you can see it, some helmets or heads in here. Corpses probably. And here underneath as well. So it's basically sitting on a pile of dead bodies and skeletons. Alright, then, oh, this one needs some hot water treatment. Another centaur. So, yep, also very detailed and dragon-like snake here. Pretty cool. Yep. So we have that. Then we have some cool 3D pillars. So you can use these instead of the cardboard ones that you get with the base game. Very nice. Actual 3D scenery. Hooray. We have some spiders. Woohoo! Giant spiders. Creepy crawlers. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, another person here who I do not know the name of. He's holding a bowl and some kind of dagger. Here's a harpy. Yeah, I saw her card, but as I said, I forget names. She looks quite creepy. She has a huge wingspan, billowing hair, and feathers all over. Okay, look at this guy. He's got some high-tech bow going on here, shooting 2 arrows at a time. Very nice, very detailed. This was, I remember seeing it with the harp. Morpheus? Here's Pan, I know him. Also very nice. There is, was that Echo, the siren? I think so. With their billowing hair and robes. Here is, I think, Sisyphus, was it the one carrying the rock up the hill endlessly? Here are 2, the same guys, more, well, are they hoplites? They're very cool looking dudes. All right. Kind of a Norseman with his shield and his axe, and his Norse Viking looking helmet. And another warrior with a shield and a sword and a cape. This one looks cool. A very cool, imposing stance. Here we have Icarus with his wings, who flew too close to the sun and fell down from the sky. And Arachne with the spider legs and her cape. Her robe is kind of like a spider's abdomen. So that's a nice touch. Very cool. So that was the first tray, the top tray. And there is more. There's a bottom tray, which is also protected with another lid, which is nice. Some really big ones here. I'll just show you first the small ones. So we have these skeletons. Very cool. Nicely detailed. Undead warriors. Here we have these beast men running with their spear. 3 of those. Some more warriors again with Pan on their, or at least a beast man skull on their shield. 3 of those. More undead warriors. These have swords. It's always cool to have an undead skeleton army. Here is a particularly huge dude. Also with a big sword and a nice detailed shield. I like that they put all the emblems on the shields. It's pretty cool. Very nicely detailed. Here's 6 archers. All right. Moving on to this Spellcaster. This creepy face. Well, actually, I think he's not casting a spell. He has these orbs. Maybe they're like grenades or something that he's about to throw. And there's 4 of those in here. More hellhounds, this time in a different sculpt, also very dynamic, and they're only on 1 little paw. So be careful with those. But they're also very cool. Then here is a woman. Let me see if I can focus that. Holding. What is she holding? Seems like some swirly mist. Maybe she's casting something. I'm not sure. She's happy about it though. And here is another very warrior-like woman. An Amazon of sorts. Alright, onto the big guys. Here's Pan. Didn't I have him earlier? Yeah, I had this guy. So, who's Pan? I'm not sure. He's got the flute. It's kind of confusing. But that's why we have the cards. But this one is very cool though. He's huge, very detailed, lots of fur, big horns. So yeah. Here's another one of those dragons. If it will focus, there we go. His huge jaw, big scales on his back, and his big scaly tail. And all these detailed scales sculpted on his body. Here we have the goddess with the multiple faces. Lots of detail on her as well. There are some snakes on her arms. So yeah. And then we have this dude with a whip. Very muscular. Talk about having a six-pack. He's got a 12-pack. So another one of those big god models. Here's Harry's with the winged boots. All right. God with a bow and quiver. Billowing cape, also very muscular. This very cool detail on his shin guards. There is so much detail on all these figures, so much to see. It's very cool. And here we have some kind of earth elemental. All these rocks, very jagged, molded together into this big monster. Very nice. So yeah, there is plenty in this box. This is Pandora's box indeed. So okay, I guess that's it. Thank you for watching. And so that was the unboxing of Mythic Battles Pantheon Pandora's box by Benoit Vogt, published by Monolith and Mythic Games, as well as the Atlas expansion and the extra playboard. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. And see you next time on Board Game Heaven.